Hello guys, I got many questions about my farming device that automatically plants, harvests and waters, completely automatic, and is not attached to the base, so you don't need to have complicated piston setup that pushes your device over the field. It's not required and too complicated, glitchy, and breaks the performance of the game at some point. So it makes always problems. So this is just a simpler way to do it and much more stable. And I want to show you how you set up, but I will show it only for 3 rows and not for 12 like my farming device. I will do it in creative. With my mod you have all the farming functionalities in creative too, so it's just simpler and more clear. So, to get started, we need to place a block here, and then we need 3 pumps. So, like so. Then water cannons, 1 in the middle and the other 2 on this side, because you can't attach blocks on the top side of a water cannon, but we need to do. So it looks like this. Then we need to place in the middle of the outer water cannons 4 blocks. Like so. And the same as here. In the middle of the V-pumps 4 blocks. Bearings. And the 5x1 wheel. So, like this. And now we need setup, logic setup that moves the vehicle forward and backward. And for that, we can place 3 logic gates here. No, let me do first the watering setup. So we need here on the middle of the water cannons 2 growing sensors, like so. They can look through blocks and they see only soils. So one must be on water and the other one on planted. Water, planted, planted, water. So now we need sensors here on the outside that detects if it's on a soil in the middle with the blue blocks. So like this, set it to range 4, color mode blue. You can decide what color you want. I choose blue, doesn't matter. So range and color. Now we need a switch that says do water at all. We can control it. If we don't want to let it water, we can just turn off the switch. So, and now we need end gates for each cannon. So, and now connect the switches, the sensor and the growing sensors, all of that to the logic gates. Like so. The same for this one. So, and the logic gate to the water cannons. To supply the cannons with water, I use telepipes. I have over there a container with water and a blue teleport pipe. So, and here a UCP, Universal Connection Point, and set that to water. Oops, blue. Because this telepipe is blue. So, and connect that to the water cannons. And I must turn on the switch. And now the water cannons have water. Oops. So now we can test that. Turn on the switch. Give it a hit. And nothing happens because... What did I wrong now? Ah, they can only fire if planted. If it has a plant. So I put some plants here. So, because you don't need to water an empty soil. It's waste. So, only when a plant needs water, it waters. You saw? And the same is for the other 2 rows. Yeah. So, this works. Nice. So, now the more complicated setup is for the repumps. And here, yeah, a little bit more complicated. Set. We need on them smart chests with seeds in it in a filter. So I set up here banana, blueberry and oranges, just as example. And in the repumps must be the same seed too. Blueberry, and here are oranges. Orange, orange. Blueberry, blueberry. Banana, banana. So now we need here on the smart chests a growing sensor facing down, but only 1, not 2 like before, and that must be on planted, like so. Then we need a logic gate that inverts the signal, because we need to have it in is not planted. So connect the growing sensor to the logic gates, set the logic gates to NAND to invert the signal. So, and now we need an AND gate. Connect the NAND to the AND, like so. Then we can connect this sensor for the repump row to all of the AND gates, like so. If we want, we can add a switch that says do plant at all and connect that to the AND too. So now for harvesting we need an OR gate, so we need here an OR gate. So set that to OR, OR and OR. Connect the AND gates to the OR. Sorry, it's a little bit hard to move around here. Oh, maybe I can turn on fly, it's a bit easier then. So these are OR gates. And the OR gates can go into the repumps. So, a good angle. Here, OR gate, repump, OR gate, repump. I put some seeds in. Not full, just because. So, and now we can try to test that. Farming device in the middle. I will turn on for testing fast grow. Oops. Is a command from my mod. It does allow the plants to grow basically instant. So now we can turn on the switch and try out if it does what it needs to do. Yeah, just the car is too fast, but you can see it does automatically plant, and only where it needs to plant and not no seed waste. See? Okay, so this is done. Now we need to let them harvest the same pumps. With my mod, you can add a second input to vpumps that is red painted, and this will switch the pump direction. And to do that, we need here a NOR gate and an AND gate. So first of all, set that to NAND. Connect the plant switch to the NAND and the NAND to the AND. Oh god. And the sensor to the AND. Like so. Then we need to paint the NAND gate here red and connect that one to all of the vpumps. Like so. And this AND gate to the OR gates. So if this planted is off, it's in harvesting. Let me water. So. So. Sure. It can't harvest at the moment because I have no container for the seed, for the fruits. So for debugging, I place one here. Now it's good. Yeah. Automatically harvest, and you can see the stuff goes in here, and the seeds go into the seed chests. So planting, harvesting, and everything works already. So now we need to set up the moving, the logic for the movement. That is a little bit more complicated. I try to keep this space here free, so you can attach something here if you need to. So for the moving, we need something like a memory gate setup. And that is made out of 3 logic gates. This must be a NOR gate. This must be a NOR gate. That's right. Connecting all 3 in a loop, like so. A switch button, just to test it. So, yep, this works. Okay. Now we can add here OR gates, like so, as replace for the buttons. So it's a manual override, and then connect 2 sensors that are attached on each side, like so. 4 blocks again, color mode. So 4 blocks, color mode. And they are the stop sensors. So if the device reaches the end, it flips the logic setup around, and it will drive in the other direction. So the OR gates to the NOR gates. Change the direction. And here the sensors to the OR gates. Here. And one is here. And we can do a little pole here just for testing. And paint that blue. So. Okay, now we need a simple controller. This one here. And a normal level 5 controller. The simple controller allows to let a controller move forward and backward. Normally you can just move it in one direction, but not backward. And with that simple controller, you can. So I will place it here and here. Connect the simple controller to the controller. So now we need two more AND gates. One here and one here. And connect the NOR gates, each of it, to one of the AND gates. So. And then we can attach a switch that says just turn it completely off. Manual override, you can see. One of the AND gates must be colored in any color. It doesn't matter. It just needs to be not default. Default is right click, default color. So it's not the default color. And connect both AND gates to the simple controller. Like so. So this tells the controller in which direction it needs to move. And this turns it off completely. So now we can connect the controller to all the pairings. Like so. And they need to spin in the same direction. I set them to 90. Not too fast. 90 and fastest and loop. So this is normal. For that is first of all here the switch. You can see you can fix it with the manual overrides. It's not always that it does this, but if it does, just go here and press one of the buttons and it's fixed. So now we can say, look, if it moves, it does move. So let us place it here on the palm, and in the middle. And again, press the button, turn it on. So now we need to check if that is correct. Yeah, no, it's not. I have placed the sensors on the wrong side. Sorry. Let me do that here. Can remove them here. That was wrong. Place them here. Here. Same as again. Just a little bit more range. Color mode. Range and color mode. And they was connected to the OR gates here. So. And it moves. So this is basically the setup. Just let's check if it moves in the other direction. So my farming device is, for example, moving constantly forward and backward. Doesn't matter. Like so. And if we turn on the harvesting and watering, that the water cannons doesn't fire is normal, because it needs to have a plant. First comes the water cannon, so now you can see. So, and if that is off, don't plant, harvest. So, works already. Let me turn that off. And to make it automatically plant and harvest, we can connect, instead of a switch here, we can connect where can I do it? Ah. Yeah. I have to keep the space here free, but anyways. So, this switch goes to the end gates here, and we need to do the same here with the gate and remove the switch later. So this here to there. A bit hard to see. So now we can remove this one and place it again, but here, so this goes here and turns on the other one. And now we can say one of the NOR gates here from the forward and backward connected to the end gate. And water. Then it should switch like so, automatically. Now it's still waters. If a plant needs water, for example broccoli needs to get twice water. And why is that not shooting? Ah, yeah, because I need to add one more connection. Stop. This one needs to go into the red gate, I guess. Yeah, okay. So if we flip the direction. Yeah. Let me do here all blue. You can see it works completely automatically. You have some switches that you can use to control the whole machine at all. You can turn off the water, the planting, harvesting, the movement, and you can fix the flickering of the memory gate setup. And then you want, because we have here end gates, you can attach switches here to the end gates to control which row you want to plant. If you want to not plant always all rows, you can say it with the gates, I want only to have bananas. If I flip the lever, ah, sorry. The switches needs to be on. So harvesting and planting. Now it plants everything? No. Okay. So it's just that. So only the bananas get planted. So, yeah, and that is basically how the machine is done, and you can extend that so long you want. And I have on my device as an output chest a large container just to have more space, because it runs constantly. And that is how I made my farming device. I know it's a little bit complicated here from the wiring, but I hope with the video you can recreate it. And yeah, I wish you many fun and have a great day. Bye bye guys. Until the next time.